Welcome, everyone. I'd like to introduce you tonight to a very special guest of mine, Jon Iannotti. He's going to give you some really awesome information tonight, and I hope you guys really enjoy this. No further ado, Jon, are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Cool. Well, hey, thank you for having me on because I think this is some information that everybody really needs to hear because we've been doing this an awful long time. In fact, I bought my first property back in 1978, and things have been going pretty good since all this COVID stuff started. And this is good information for everybody to learn because not only has this been COVID tested, this has been banking crisis tested as well.
Hold it.
I got somebody's got my screen, I think here. Let me see what we got in here. Somebody hijack us?
I went out of here.
There we go. Okay.
And you better find a roommate or something.
All right. I think we're good to go now.
The damn slippers on.
So everybody, I want to welcome you to the webinar. This is going to be about the complete agreeable transaction system. This is a system that we've put together over the years. Again, I've been buying real estate since 1978, and we got serious about 1999 and really started knocking it out of the park. Since then, we've done tons and tons of deals, and we figured out what works in any market. It doesn't matter if it's an up, down, sideways, upside down, inside out, it doesn't matter. We do deals no matter what the market cycle is. Let's get in here. There we go. Okay. So Stephanie, my wife, and I, we're known as the Iannottis. We're the cruise control couple. We do like to go on cruises, but mainly it's we put our businesses on cruise control so that we can do whatever we want to, whenever we want to. And we've been
They look familiar. I swear.
a long time. So the main thing I want you to get from this slide here is the bottom sentence in yellow. And that is, please check your previous real estate training at the door, because we're going to really turn things upside down for you. We have learned over the years of doing thousands of deals that you want to limit your liabilities when it comes to doing deals. So what does that mean? That means we don't want to be owning properties that can possibly cause us a lot of costs for whatever reason down the road. We don't want to be wholesaling properties because you're killing the goose that lays the golden egg. We don't want to use contractors. We don't want to spend money on closing costs. There's all kinds of reasons why we came up with the system that we use in our business daily. And some people, well, I like to say I'm frugal. And Stephanie, if she was here tonight, she would tell you, no, I'm cheap. But, you know, the whole thing is, I don't like to spend money on deals that
Today we will be going over how to join a Zoom meeting. We've got a couple options, but we'll go through the first one via email invitation. Once you receive an email invitation for a Zoom meeting, you can quickly view the join link from the invitation.
Okay.
You can click this invitation and you will be prompted to either.
All right, let's try this again. Jeez, I don't know what's going on. But let's move forward with the training. A little bit about myself and my wife, Stephanie. Stephanie, for 24 years, she was an orthopedic technician in Pittsburgh for one of the 5 top hand surgeons in the world. And she enjoyed her job. She actually loved her job. She had a great job, actually. I mean, if you had to have a job, hers was the one you wanted to have. Let's see. What's going on here? Somebody keeps hijacking. Okay, let's try it again. Myself, I always wanted to be a policeman, and I started out as a policeman up in Cranberry Township in Butler County, Pennsylvania. And actually, I worked my way up to chief of police of Buffalo Township in Pennsylvania as well. I worked 24 years, though, as a steel worker in the steel mill in Butler, and I hated every day of that job. So I knew I needed to be out doing something different, doing something to help people and to make more money because I had a growing family as well. But for the past a little over 20 years now, we've been full-time investors. We're also #1 best-selling authors on Amazon with the New Masters of Real Estate. We wrote that book with Ron LeGrand, and also we're also in 6 other books that Ron has. We're also #1 best-selling authors with Business Leaders Success Volume 1 and for Elite Real Estate Leaders also. We're national, international speakers and mentors. And we've been doing deals, like I said, for well over 40 years. And we've done well over 3,000 deals. In fact, it's several thousand over that, but I don't like to say it. It's just too big of a number. We've been seen on ABC, NBC, CBS News, Fox News, all those stations. Let's see what else. Here's copies of a couple of the books. The first book we did with Ron LeGrand, I got to tell you, we're real proud of that book because of the 17, I believe, authors in the book. We mentored or coached 12 of them. So we're pretty proud of that statistic. And there's the other book that we did, the Elite Real Estate Leaders as well. So that just gives you a little background. Here we are getting interviewed on TV about one of our books, the Elite Real Estate Leader book. Our why, well, there's our why. And that's Ashley and Brett on the left. That's our daughter and son. And on the right, that's Harper and Henley. Those are Ashley's 2 little ones. And I'm happy to say that come December 26th, I believe, we're going to have our first from Brett and his wife, Jen, as well. And never thought we'd get any from them, but now they're starting a family, and we're excited about that. Okay, so why you need our complete agreeable transaction system. Guys, it'll eliminate your competition. You do more deals from leads that you would have thrown away. It's used all across the country daily. It's the only system that adapts to the market. You can do deals with little to no money out of pocket. Stay legal and compliant. We're big believers in that. Create your own goose that lays the golden eggs. And you get a lifetime membership with us when you come on with us. It's not, we're selling you a course. We're selling you a lifetime membership for training. Lifetime updates with monthly website fee waived. That's a training portal that we have with all the training materials. You get email access to ask questions, and you actually ask those questions to me personally. I don't even know of a guru out there that answers emails personally from the people he sells his training to. We're the only ones, I do believe. You get a monthly 1-hour conference call with me And I typically have on at least one of my mentors as well, so that they can answer some questions as well. You get a Jumpstart conference call with myself and one of the mentors that it just gives you an insight into the system and what to do first and how to get started and get your system up and running. Okay. So the 3 hardest ways to make money as a real estate investor: wholesaling, rehabbing, and landlording. Now I'm going to tell you, we do all of those. I'm just telling you, these are the 3 hardest ways to make money in real estate, and especially today. Are you having trouble getting that 65% of value discount from your sellers for wholesaling deals? Can you afford to tie up thousands of dollars in deal contractors and holding costs and hope you sell the property? You know, when the banking crisis hit, we had 3 properties that we were rehabbing to flip, and those ended up being long-term rentals. And of course, when they become rentals, then you got to go back in and do repair work. So that was not a good plan. So we learned from that. We don't do that now. Do you want to babysit tenants, deal with their plugged toilets, trash, and damage to your properties? Well, guys, all I can say is, there is a better way. So what you're going to learn from me tonight is there's 6 steps to being a successful real estate investor. How to make money with no credit, money, or contractors. That should sound pretty exciting to just about everybody on the call. How to do as many deals per month as you want. How to make a minimum of 10,000 plus per deal. And that number's just pulled from the air. It could be whatever you want it to be. It could be 5,000. It could be whatever you want your deals to make, you can make that the minimum. Do you need a license to do this? How to get the benefits of ownership without owning it? That's what I like. How to put it all on cruise control. And like I said, put it on cruise control so you don't have to be working in the business. You just keep an eye on it. That's all that's where you want to be. Okay, so teaching moments here. Seller-friendly terminology. We've changed the industry by changing the terminology that we use as investors. Remember, I said, check your previous real estate training at the door. Well, that's what I want you to do, because first thing that we changed was we do not talk about contracts or documents. We talk about an agreement. It's just a softer term. We don't talk about buyers or tenant buyers. We call those funders. What's a funder? Anyone who brings cash to the table for us to do the deal, such as hard money, private money, IRA funds, buyer with cash, buyer with a loan, tenant buyers. All those sources fund our deals. Investor, I always call that the dreaded I word. Are you an investor? Well, my comeback is always, we buy several properties, some we keep for our own portfolio, and some we pass on to others. And then shut up. That's a soft way of saying we're an investor. Marketing. We will submit our signed agreement to our funders for their approval. Once we hear back from them, we will let you know what they say and schedule a closing as quickly as possible. Isn't that a better way of saying that we're going to market the property? Because we don't really market the property. We market our agreement for sale. What are some contract terms? Well, you've got seller financing, lease option, subject to, especially in Texas, because they don't do lease options down there. Wraparound mortgages, subordination, and there's other terms. Contract terms, though, today, in today's real world market, cash, or an end user with a loan. Okay, a few years ago, we created a program that we called ACT, Agreeable Contract Terms. This is the yes side of the business. These are motivated sellers. Now, these houses can be not so pretty houses or they can be pretty houses. Doesn't matter. We created this system. We actually gave it to our mentor, and he took the program and ran with it and has taught thousands of people around the country. And then we started implementing it into our system here, and we've taught thousands as well. But the System Act was created by us, and it was a give back to our mentor. The deal is structured according to the price or terms that the seller can do. So the seller's telling us they're motivated. Take my property, please. I can do seller financing. I'll do a lease option, anything. Just please get me out from underneath this house. Then we match up the funder with the agreements that we have. I call it the 2 A's. We have to keep it affordable to the funder so he can afford the deal. And we do that by looking at market rents. So we want to keep the total PITI at or near market rents. And if I can do that, I know I have an agreement that I can sell. Then we have to make it attractive to the seller. What I mean by that is we have to sell it to the seller that this is the best way to move the property quickly. We find a funder who can do the price or terms that we have, and we go cash our check. Real simple system. And this one was created from the banking crisis and enabled us to do a ton of deals and a lot of our members as well. Then the market changed and we went to a new system that we created that we called REACT. Now, REACT stands for Reverse Engineered Agreeable Contract Terms. A lot of people have taken this now and have duplicated it into their own systems, but it's, we were the first ones to come out with REACT. We've been doing them for years, and I'd say this is the no side of the business. This is the non-motivated seller side of the business. So these deals can be not so pretty houses, or they can be pretty houses. Typically they're pretty, but you can have not so pretty ones as well. We reverse engineer the deal according to price or terms that the funder can do. So now in this case, we find out what the funder can do, and then we reverse engineer the deal back to the seller and sell it to them. So we match up the funders with the agreements that we have. We keep it affordable to the funders by looking at that market rent, and we want to keep that total PITI at or near market rent. Now, you've heard me say that twice now, total PITI. What's total PITI? It's principal, interest, taxes, insurance, HOA fees, and anything else that might attach to the property as a monthly assessment. So you want to know the total PITI. Then again, we make it attractive to the seller and sell it to the seller that, hey, this is a really good deal for them. And sometimes it might be a really sweet deal for them, and we have to sell it to them. And we do that with negotiations. We present the funding price and terms to the seller, and we go cash our check. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? 6 steps to becoming a successful real estate investor. We always say become legal and compliant first. So we want you to go take our agreement, and we call it our master agreement, to the attorney you're going to be using in your business, have him approve it. I include 3 examples in the system for you. The attorney can approve 1 or 2 or all of them for you, or he can change them if he wants to, or he can create a zone, or he can have you use whatever, maybe the realtor's agreement for your state. I don't care, but whatever master agreement is approved, you're going to be using that agreement with every single seller. You locate your funders. Now, we think this is the most important step after becoming legal and compliant. Most instructors out there will tell you to go find properties. We say find funders first, and then find your properties, okay? And we do that with target marketing, and we'll show you how to do that. Present the offers and get the agreements. You apply the complete agreeable terms transaction system and close quickly. Okay, locating funders. Remember, a funder is anybody who brings money to the table to do our deal. Hard money, private money, IRA money, buyer with money, buyer with loan, tenant, buyer. I will tell you today, in today's real world out there, most of the funding is going to come for our deals from a buyer with money, a buyer with a loan, or a tenant buyer. Determine what the funder will pay or terms they will do to get into a property. And once a funder is interested in a property that we have, then we run our buyer qualification checks. And we have a service that we use that charges $50 per person to the applicants. We don't pay it, the applicants pay it. And it provides us credit check, background check, Megan's Law check, which is sexual predators, employment check, landlord check, debt to income check, and there's all kind of checks. The biggest report I've seen so far for an individual was 124 pages, I believe. So it's pretty in depth, and we get a really good idea of if they're going to be a good candidate for one of our deals. Locating sellers. Since about 2005, I think it was, we started using for sale by owner and for rent by owner ads for our leads for sellers. It hit me one day that, you know, for sale by owner, the great thing about them is every single one of them has a house for sale. For rent by owners, you know, you might run into a tired landlord. You might run into someone who's just renting it because they can't sell it. So you never know what you'll find with the for rent by owners as well. You know, at one of our 4-day events that we put on, one of the guys brought in a lead that I called live, and the seller actually had, I think it was 48 properties that he would sell, and he would sell or finance them all. And you should have seen I don't think there was a jaw in the place that wasn't on the ground. It was a heck of a call, and our member did very well with that seller. MLS, the only reason I look at the MLS is for expireds, withdrawals, or canceled listings. And then I just send them a postcard to see if we can maybe buy the house. Probate, absentee owners, high equity, free and clear, upside down. These are some really good lists that work pretty good today if you want to do direct mail. I'm not doing a lot of direct mail today because you don't have to. And number one, it's expensive because you should mail to them several times, not just once. And you know, with the for sale by owners and for rent by owners, we have enough deals coming in that we're happy with what we're doing. Print ads. Now here again, I mean, most newspapers are out of their mind anymore for running print ads. But if you have a newspaper, maybe a green sheet or a shopper or something like that, uh, cheap paper, print ads still work, guys. So don't be afraid to use them if it's cost effective for you. Vehicle signs, yard signs. I don't like vehicle wraps. Number one, they're too expensive. I just like vinyl lettering, and I like use the font that you use on a traffic sign because it's real easy to see. That's why they put them on traffic signs, and the people only have so much time to read it. So the wraps are just for graphics, and there's no reason to put your picture on there. There's no reason to put a house or a tree or whatever. Just put your message out there that you buy houses and your phone number and website. Same with the yard signs, they work. If you have code enforcement bugging you, we have several ways that we could show you that yard signs still work and you don't get in trouble. Posters, flyers, business cards, that stuff still works. So, don't be afraid to use it. But you got to have a website and you got to be online with your advertising. If you're not online today, you're not doing any business because I believe 94% of all real estate sales begin online today. So you really need to have a website or more and online advertising. I believe right now I have somewhere in the neighborhood of about 25 different websites and squeeze pages out there to bring information in from sellers and from buyers. You don't need all that, but I've been doing this a while, so over the years we've accumulated a ton of them. Direct mail, every door direct, that's a system through the United States Post Office that you can pinpoint an area and just mail to that area. You can mail one piece, you can mail a million pieces, whatever you want to do. And it's a great way to target market an area that you maybe have a really good qualified funder who wants to live in that area. Target market that area for houses. Because a lot of times people are thinking about selling, they just haven't put it up for sale. Or maybe they'll say, well, if I get the right price, I'll sell, that kind of stuff. And we can work with those people as well with our system. This is our React Cats property data sheet. We call it the PDS, and it's very simple, basic information. There's not a lot on here. Most of that is verbiage in there telling you what to do if they say yes or no. But really, it's a very simple conversation with sellers, and we'll go over that with you. Present the offers and get the agreement. We give the sellers what they want. There's no negotiations up front. There's no 2-3 offers to come up with, that kind of stuff. It's, what do you want for the house? And is that the best you can do? Okay, let's get an agreement put together and let's get this done. Simple as that. That's how we do the business. Present the agreement to get it signed. CYA is control your agreement, and we control our agreement with about 6 different disclosures and clauses in the master agreement that enables us to do certain things, and it discloses certain things to the seller, what we're going to be doing and what have you. So we want to make sure we control our agreement. Every agreement you don't take is potential profit you won't make. We totally believe that. I mean, if I don't have an agreement to buy a house, I don't have anything. So we got to have agreements, and lots of them. And the more I get, the better I like it, because we can have a lot better chance of closing some of the deals the more we have. So we want to close every deal that we have, because there is potential profit in every lead or deal. The real wealth is staying in the deal. Our intent is to stay in as many as possible. We want to close even if the numbers are not worth us staying in the deal. Just keep repeating the system over and over. And we either win or we learn. And that's how you stay in business for over 40 years. You either win or you learn. We want to close quickly. We get the seller and the funder info along with your negotiated deal to your attorney, title, or escrow company. The attorney, title, or escrow company will create whatever documents are necessary to get the deal closed. You're not creating them. The attorney, title, or escrow will. Your cost to close is nothing because the seller pays their closing costs and the funder buyer pays their closing costs. So you're not spending anything. Remember, I'm frugal. We cash our check and keep doing it over and over. Very simple process, but there are specific things that need accomplished to get it done. And we show you all that. Going on cruise control, well, you need some virtual assistants. And I think you might know where to get those. Miss Elsa, she's been with us since she started her business. In fact, she was with us before she started her business as one of our VAs. So I don't know how we could be doing the business without virtual assistants. They are a very vital part of what we do. You got to have a mortgage broker or several of them. I want a mortgage broker. I don't want the loan officer at Bank of America. I want mortgage brokers because they have typically maybe 100 programs that they can fit our funder buyers into. Whereas if you go to the bank, they have one, maybe two programs. And if you don't, that funder buyer doesn't fit within their parameter, then it's that they don't get the loan. So we want mortgage brokers. Real estate broker and agents, I want those guys as well. And if you come to our 4-day event, I'll show you how to use a real estate broker for not only putting your agreements on the MLS, but also for protection. And they can help you and you can help them. You need a phone system to make you look like you're a big company, which you're going to be. You're going to grow into becoming a big company. Not only that, but they typically come with phone extensions. And what we like to do is give each property an extension. Let's say maybe if they're calling about the property itself, it's extension 100. If they're calling about the sign in the yard, it's extension 200. If they're calling about a flyer on the property, it's extension 300, et cetera. And that way we can track and see where our marketing is working and where it is not, and where we can switch and spend the money to make it better. You got to have a contact management system. We have our own system that we use, and you can get into that as well. I'll give you 2 weeks free, and then you can jump in if you like it. If not, that's fine too. An acquisitionist. Now, an acquisitionist is someone who's going to go out and see the property with the seller and get the agreement signed while they're there. And you're going to have a closing coordinator as well. Now, these last two are advanced positions. So in the beginning, you're going to be doing these things. But as you start doing business, you're going to want to pass that on to an acquisitionist and a closing coordinator. Closing coordinator just makes sure everything gets accomplished that needs to be accomplished between the seller, the funder buyer, your maybe bank, maybe the agents, whatever, so that everything gets to the title or escrow or attorney so it can be put together by them and closed as quickly as possible. All right, here's the deal. We just did this one September during the pandemic. So I don't want to hear you can't do business during a pandemic, because we're doing business and several of our members are doing business, and it's able to be done. So this was a nice house. This was a pretty house. let's see, it was 5 bedrooms, had 4 baths, 2-car garage. It was valued around $250. Seller owed $140,000 on the loan, and we got an agreement to buy it from the seller for $203,000. So we notified our funder buyer list of a new property available. We notified our broker we had a new agreement for sale. We put the marketing price out there at $249,900. And we had a realtor contact us that they had a buyer who was interested. They made an offer at $239,900. We accepted, but the lender, their internal appraisal came in and said the best they would do is $236,900. So we accepted the $236,900. We agreed to pay our broker and the buyer realtor commissions. We agreed to pay for a home warranty and the HVAC inspection and any repairs. And here was what the final was. We sold it for $236,900. The seller received the $203,000, and we got a release fee on this one of $27,874.40, even after paying all those things I just told you about. Not a bad deal for having nothing in the deal. That's how we like to do business. Nothing going out, just profit coming in. So important points to remember: the seller got her asking price with us. We paid the realtor commissions. We paid the HVAC inspection repairs. We paid home warranty of $495 for the buyer. The seller told us that the mortgage payoff was $140, but it really ended up being $150. So she got $10,000 less in her pocket. And then she owed a year and a half of back taxes that she didn't tell us about. So she got even more or less in her pocket. And her seller attorney was upset that the seller was not getting more. In fact, the seller wanted to talk to me, so I talked to him. And he was very upset that I was making about a 22% commission. And I said, no, I'm not. I said, I don't make commissions. I'm not an agent. And I said, I have an agreement to buy the property at $203,000, and your client is going to get $203,000. In fact, I talked to him. It was 5 o'clock on Friday, and Monday morning it was closing. So I said to the attorney, I said, look, it's like this. She can close with me Monday morning and get $203,000, or she can close with my funder and get $203,000. It doesn't matter to me, whichever way you want to go. And I said, now you can, it could go like that, or if you want, you can talk to my attorney. And I told him the attorney's name, and dead silence on the phone for almost 5 minutes. My phone went black. I mean, the screen went black. So I had to wake it up, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, he's still there. I can see he didn't hang up. So I'm not saying anything, almost 5 minutes. And finally he said, well, I guess I'll call the attorney. And he hung up on me. And it closed on Monday morning with my funder buyer. Yeah, we're not doing anything wrong. We're getting paid for what we know how to do. The really nice thing about this one was it was listed on the MLS. They could not sell it for 6 months. We took it, and I put my agreement on the MLS, and within a couple weeks, we got this buyer. And it actually was from an agent from the same agency that had it listed. So that was like, okay, that worked out good. But this is how you can use agents to move your agreements as well. They get their commissions. Hey, I mean, they're working too, and everybody wins. And the seller got what they wanted. This property here is a real nice property. And this one was a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car garage. needed no repairs, so it's a pretty house. They just wanted cash. Now, I'm going to tell you, when we deal with these people, most of them want cash. They want full retail price, or they want more than retail price. And those kind of leads, everybody throws away. We gather those up, man. That's like scooping up gold dust for us. So the seller just wanted cash, and $525,000 was their asking. So we started looking for a funder for this property. We checked our funder buyer list first, notified our realtors and the broker of a new agreement to buy. And we found an end user with cash. Now he had 500,000. Our agreement though was for 525 with the seller. So we renegotiated with the seller and they agreed to accept 485. We renegotiated with our funder buyer and they agreed to pay 505. And then we ended up making a $20,000 release fee on the deal. This is how we make money out of thin air, guys. And again, nothing in the deal, all profit. Condos, this works for condos. This was a 2.2, 980 square foot, typical little condo. It was a pretty one, needed no repairs. The seller said I'd possibly could do some seller financing. Well, I typically want to stop my sellers when they say that, because the next words out of their mouth are, I want 50% down and an astronomical monthly payment. So if I stop them and say, hey, well, that's great, but I'm going to see if I can get the cash and see if we can, close the deal with cash first. That way, if I do need seller financing terms, I can come back to them and say, look, I have funding, but it's terms, and this is what we can do. Then I name the terms, not my seller. Okay, so the price was 185. We started looking for a funder. We checked our funder buyer list, notified our realtors and broker of a new agreement to buy. Does this sound familiar? Found an end user who was willing to pay 175. All right, we got a problem. My agreement is for 185 to buy. I got someone with 175. So I renegotiated with the seller and they agreed to accept 170. Renegotiated with the funder buyer and they agreed to pay 185. So we ended up making 15 on this particular deal. Now these kind of deals where, they want more, they want retail or more, you're not going to make huge checks, but is it okay if you make a $15,000 check or a $10,000 or maybe even a $5,000 check on a deal that all you put in was maybe a few phone calls and about 3 or 4 pieces of paper that you had to sign? In my book, that's a good day. So why do you need CATs? Again, it eliminates your competition. It's used all across the country. It's the only system that adapts to the marketplace. Get a lifetime membership and updates with monthly website fee waived. Email access to me to ask questions. Monthly 1 hour, what would John do calls. That's a conference call. So there's people on there from all across the country. Opportunity to profit share on your deals. And we can get into that. And there's special pricing for REI Assistant webinar tonight. 1 hour jumpstart call with me and at least one of our mentors as well. So again, we go over how to get things going as quickly as possible for you and your business. Now here's John and Christy. Guys, this was May 22nd this year. They made $33,451 in the middle of a pandemic. Not bad, right? It's pretty good. How about this? He sent me these. He got 2 checks in one day, $97,800 and $1,158. So both ends of the spectrum, which is, $1,100 a day is still a good day, but John sends me at least a couple checks a week anymore. I mean, he's on fire, and you guys can be too. And you are probably just like Jon. Jon was one of those IT engineer brains. And man, it took me forever to crack through. But once he finally said to himself, you know what, I'm going to trust Jon and I'm going to do this and do it his way and see what happens, wham, he started knocking it out of the park, and he's on fire. Okay, here's the front page of our website, our training portal. On the left-hand side there, the second one down, it says what's new. That's the what's new tab. And anytime we make any adjustments to the training or to the system, we put it in that what's new tab, and it's all chronological, so you can see what's changed since the last time you looked in there. And it's pretty robust, this system. We have all kinds of videos and audios. The master agreements are in there. We show you how to do round robin auctions. We show you how to submit properties for profit sharing if you want to do those deals. The what would Jon do calls are in there. There's marketing pieces, there's resources, all kinds of information. The testimonials, there's tons of testimonials. There's our contact management systems in there, and the 4-day workshop. Now, I will tell you, the last couple workshops were canceled because of COVID. However, we did do them virtually. And what we're planning on right now is going live in April at the next one, because we do them here in Florida, and we are open in Florida. So you can see there are benefits of membership in the CATS system, and what's in your tool belt. Okay, pros and cons of becoming a complete agreeable transaction system member. Pros are it's lifetime membership. Pay one time, you're in, you get the training, whatever it is. If it changes, you get it. No fees for the website, all that good stuff. 1 hour, what would Jon do call every month, email access to me, lifetime updates, free online training portal, profit sharing on deals if you want to do that, eliminate your competition. It works in all market cycles. Work 100% of your leads, not 2%. Everybody's looking for those 65% of value deals, and we want all the rest of them, including the 2%. Potential to make money on every lead. No need to buy any more programs, guys. Now, cons. You know it all. You can learn online for free. You like working too hard. People say you can't do that. You don't have the money. I will buy it in a few weeks. I have to think about it. You buy it and do nothing. This is just another program. I have 100 more excuses if you want to hear them, Steph and Jon. Guys, only one person can change what you're doing in your life, and that's you. And what we've done is we put together a system that is so inexpensive and it's lifetime compared to what everybody else gets you into a sales funnel and just keeps selling you. We don't do that. You're going to see that, and we're for real. I mean, we've been doing it. Like I said, I've been buying real estate since 1978. I've been doing thousands of deals, and not just in my home state of Pennsylvania and now Florida, but across the country with members. So it's a proven system. Like I said, it's made it through the ups, the downs over the years, and we've figured out how to keep making money, even if it's another banking crisis or another COVID crisis or whatever they throw at us. All right, let's get into the price of what we're doing here, guys. You get the CATS lifetime membership. The regular price, if you go out to our website, buycatsnow.com, you're going to spend $8,000. Now, I'm going to tell you, don't do that. You're going to get it for $19.97 tonight. if you buy it from the webinar. So you gotta, this is just for you guys. This price is gonna be good till midnight tonight, because that's a heck of a deal from $8,000. So the more you learn, the more you earn. It's the only investing system that is COVID-19 and banking crisis tested. You can order it at thecatsteam.com. That's thecatsteam.com. And what you get, you're going to get, there's a over 240 page full color manual. There's at least 35, if not more, MP3 audio recordings and videos, resource documents download. You get the free lifetime updates to the resources, free online members only website with the monthly fee waived on that. You get the What Would Jon Do call monthly with myself and other members and some of our mentors. You get the hour jump start call with myself and one of our mentors as well. So that's $19.97, thecatsteam.com, and you can order it right away, and you'll get access, or my assistant Marla will set you up with your own login to the system, and you'll have the system. Let's see here. Okay. I don't know if you guys know this guy. This is Steve Love. Steve is a he's an investor, but he also owns the largest RIA out in Los Angeles. So he's been around a while. He's been around as long as we have, and he has seen all the gurus and all the trainings and stuff. And he's actually come twice to our Florida event because he liked it so much. And I don't know if this will play or not, but let's see if maybe I can get him to talk.
Hey, Steve Love here again from Real Estate, Los Angeles, California, and I'm here at the Iannotti's Reacts Boot Camp in Fort Myers, Florida. And I just had I've given testimonials before for the Iannotti's because they're so wonderful. But I want to say some other. We're here by the pool, if you can't tell. Anyway, there's some other things I want to say about this boot camp that's unique in the world. And I just had to add these extra thoughts. First of all, if you're a real estate investor at all, if had any experience at all, you'll know that 99% of the leads we get, we got to throw away, okay? Usually we only want to deal with highly motivated sellers, and that's great, we still do. But 99% of the leads are folks that want all cash, full price. Throw those leads away. Not anymore. Jon Iannotti has come up with a way of buying those houses anyway. Folks, I can't tell you how unique that is in the country today. You've got to come check out what he does. And there's other things about this boot camp. Besides that, if that's not enough, he's got a team here. That's why they have it in Fort Myers. He doesn't do it all around the country. They got a team here that you got to see. They've got a person also that's going to set you up with your own VAs. They've got a guy that's going to show you how to write your own books, TC. They have Paul, who's going to show you, who's a credit expert. He's going to show you how you can get the credit cleaned up for all your buyers to buy your house. And I don't know how they did this. They even got some guy who is literally, and I mean literally, the biggest guy in the country when it comes to private lending. And he is going to show you how to do that. And I'm not exaggerating. He is the guy. So these are just some extra thoughts I wanted why you've got to be here at the Iannotti's boot camp. There is nothing like it on the planet. Nothing. And I've been to all the boot camps. Come see Jon and Stephanie right here.
Awesome. Yeah. Steve's a great guy, and appreciate what he had to say there. Okay, so we do a 4-day live event. And you get to spend 4 days with Steph and me and our whole team, as Steve said. And we bring in our title, our attorney, the mortgage brokers, the credit guys, the tenant screening, the VAs, Elsa's usually there. Our mentors are there. Everybody's there. Our team is there. And you get to spend 4 full days with us and our whole team. Now, we do limit this to 40 members because we want to be able to spend as much quality time with everybody as possible. See, the other gurus, they like to fill the room with hundreds of people, and they could care less if you are successful. We want you to succeed, and that's why we limit it to 40 people. You learn what is working today and in all markets. Okay. So you have to be a CATS member to attend this event. The event is $19.97, but if you buy tonight and become a member of CATS for the $19.97, we'll let you come to a 4-day event for $500. I don't know anybody that does a 4-day event with the content that you're going to get for $500, because our events are not sell-a-thons. They are content-a-thons. So that's what we're here for, is to give you everything you need to become successful. All right. And again, that $500 price will expire at midnight tonight. So here's the total, guys. It's you get the lifetime membership if you buy it before midnight tonight for $19.97, and if you get the 4-day event with it, it's $24.97. You don't have to spend the extra $500, but I highly recommend it because there, as Steve said, there's no event like it in the world. So you can order at thecatsteam.com, thecatsteam.com. And again, you get everything that we discussed already. And, we're here for you. We want to see you succeed. And we don't want you to have to pay through the nose to get this program, then the next, then the next, then the next. We call it the shiny object syndrome. And we don't want you to go chasing after the next thing. We teach you everything you need to know that will work in every single market, up, down, sideways, inside out, pandemics or not. It works. And we're here to help you. Like I said, you get to contact me personally by email. I'm always answering emails. Only time I don't answer quickly is because I'm traveling somewhere, or maybe I'm somewhere that doesn't have internet. But in that case, then my assistant Marla, she picks up the slack, and she's been with us now going on 14 years, and she knows the system inside and out. So she can tell you just the same information I could. So again, it's thecatsteam.com. We look forward to you coming on. We have that special price, either the $19.97 for the CATS lifetime membership or the $24.97, which gives you the lifetime membership and the 4-day event. Now, here's the thing. You have that till midnight. That's the special price till midnight. If we have to cancel the event in April, then we will reschedule it, and you can still come to the event. If we have to do it virtually, you have the option of doing it virtually. Whatever. There's no time limit on you attending the event if you've paid for it. It's one time, $500 to come to the event. Now, there'll be a repeat cost for the event if you come again. But as far as the membership, it's just the one-time $19.97. The next event is scheduled for April 22nd through April 25th, I believe it is. Let me double check. Yes, April 22nd to April 25th. And then we're going to do another one in July, the 15th through the 18th, and then October the 14th through the 17th of next year. So they're already scheduled out. If we can do them, if they don't shut us down, which our governor is saying he'll never shut us down again. Of course, never is a long time, so we don't know, but if we can do it, we'll be here. If we can't, we'll be here virtually. So look forward to seeing you guys become new members. And Elsa, if you're there.
I'm here. We do have a question.
Okay.
Can somebody bring their wife or partner or anything like that to the boot camp for the $500? Or is there an additional price to bring their spouse?
Nope, they can bring them.
Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions? You can unmute yourselves if you do. Okay, we have a question about the VA. Well, you can contact me if you'd like, and I can go over the VA service and how we can best help you with your business. We do customize everything around everybody. So you can contact me at ceo@reiassistant.com. And then I can give you all the information you need on the VA services and the pricing and what all we do. Any other questions for Jon? I do want to say, Jon, that's one awesome deal you're doing because I've been to all these events. I love these events. And one of the big benefits I do want to let everybody know on is, for one, is the fact that this is lifetime. You're not going to have to buy another system when the market changes. But also when it comes to the live event, the deal strategy sessions, I think, are my absolute favorite part of it. And you will learn a whole lot from those sessions alone, not including everything else you get out of the event. So I do want to say that, put my 2 cents in on that one.
There's so many different ways to structure deals that that's our fun part of the event. We, myself and a couple of the other mentors, we get into the deal and we start, well, we could do it this way and we can make this kind of money, or we could do it that way, or we could offer it this way. And we just love structuring deals. And even if you get into the profit sharing deals where you want to submit deals to us that we work with you, we work those deals with you. And when it comes time to negotiate those different offers, we're there to help structure that for you. So there's lots of benefits, guys. The cost is nothing. I mean, I've over the years, I've spent well over $400,000 on programs. And I'm telling you, you don't have to do that. This is it. This is the cat's meow, believe me.
Now, this is an amazing system. I know that. And I've seen it work. So,
Yep.
Let's see. We have another one here. In your deals that you collect the assignment fee, how do you pay the realtor if you put the property in the MLS?
Well, we don't take assignment fees. That's one thing that we do different, and we'll teach you that. And everything is on the, our fees on the settlement sheet. The commissions are on the settlement sheet, and anything else we've agreed to pay is on the settlement sheet. Now, typically, most of our costs go on the seller's side, but it's all on the settlement sheet, and we'll go through all that with you. We do things differently. You know, a lot of the attorney generals around the country are looking negatively on assignments, and we've figured out how to correct that so that we're not assigning anything. We get paid basically to release our agreement, not an assignment fee. And like I said in the beginning, remember, become legal and compliant first. And that's what we want you to do, and we'll show you how to do it, and we'll guide you on who to talk to and how to do it and get it accomplished.
Okay, we have another one here. Do you do terms deals where you place tenant buyers for lease to own?
We do. It depends on, you know, the deal. That's the beauty of real estate. Every deal is different. And some deals we can do lease options on, some we can't. I will tell you that today, in today's markets, what we're seeing is about, I'm going to say 90 to 95% is either cash or an end user with a loan who's going to be our funder buyer. And about 5 to 10% of the deals we do today are terms, where we do either maybe take it subject to in Texas and put a wraparound mortgage, or we do a lease option or a sandwich lease option on the properties. Whatever we have to do and whatever it makes it legal in the market, we will do.
Okay, do we have any other questions from you guys? You can unmute yourself if you do, or you can put it in the chat box.
Hello, anybody there?
No one? Yes.
Oh, okay. I wanted to know, are you going to replay this video, the webinar again? Because I missed about the last hour, the first hour of it, only seen the last half hour.
Not a problem. I will send out a replay.
Okay, to everybody, then I'll let the email.
When you registered, so therefore I'll send out the replay to whatever email you registered with.
Yeah, it's on there. Yeah. You probably know it is because you hear my voice. Okay. That was pretty much it because I only caught the last part. It sounds like a great deal, but I didn't get most of it. I only came in probably the last half hour, 20 minutes. All right.
Not a problem. Get that over to you.
All right.
Okay. Any other questions, guys? Well, I appreciate everybody being on here tonight, and thank you so much, John, for doing this and giving this information and one awesome deal on the program. I hope people take advantage of it. John is always there to help, and that's one of the things I love about the Iannottis is they want to see people succeed. So they are there to help you through the process. So they're amazing people. So I want to thank you, John, for doing this tonight. And I want to thank everybody for being on here.
Well, thanks, Elsa.
And one last chance.
Another question?
Is this refundable after a trial period?
Refundable? No. Now, here's the thing, guys. I'm giving you 40 years worth of experience and training and everything that we have done that we know works if you do it. Now, if you think you're going to buy anybody's program and not do anything with it and expect bigger checks coming in the mail tomorrow, that's not going to happen. You're actually going to have to work. Now, I don't do a lot of work with this system, but yet I make a lot of money in real estate with the system. I don't make a lot of money selling this information. So that's why we decided if you buy it, it's a lifetime commitment. And we're going to commit to you, and we want you to commit. Because, I've got guys that a month ago, he emailed me and said, "Hey, John," he said, "I haven't been into the system since 2015. What's new?" And I'm like, "Geez, oh man." So I emailed him back and I said, "Just go into the What's New tab and you can see chronologically back to 2015 what's new." Because for me to tell him in an email, it is going to take forever. So we've made it so simple, so easy. But guys, really, you've got to do something. It's not a get rich quick system. like any of the other ones out there, are not get rich quick systems. You actually have to implement. But we've done this over and over and over, and we know what works, and it works in any market cycle. So we've made it, when we decided to start teaching, probably about 6 years ago, we said, we're going to do it different than everybody else. Everybody else sells you that little low price thing, and then the next one's a little more, and the next one's more, and then more and more. And the next thing you know, you're into it for tens of thousands of dollars, and you still don't have the answers. We said, we're going to do it different. We're going to keep the price as low as possible, give them everything. Give them everything, but we're going to make it a lifetime commitment on our part and yours. And that's why the price is what it is. And we don't offer that refund. I'm sorry, but and again, if you're thinking you might want a refund, then you probably don't want to be a real estate investor. So I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, we're here, as Elsa said, we're here for you. We want to see you succeed. You can reach out. You're going to get answers from me, not from somebody out in Salt Lake City at a call center. You're going to get answers from me. And, we're here. We're here for you.
Okay. Do we have any other questions? Oh, here we go. Nice to see you guys. It's been a long time since Ron LeGrand's events many years ago. I'm more into e-commerce now, always has been. Okay. That was John Beazle.
Oh, okay.
And then we have, so he says thank you. And then we have, let's see. Do you have much in the course about how to market? And yes, there's quite a bit in there on that.
Definitely. There's tons in there. And then what we recommend is turn it over to Elsa's assistants. That's what they do day in and day out. They know the ins and outs of all the different sites. They always change your algorithms and what have you. And it's like, you know what? That's not what we need to be doing. We need to be finding more funder buyers and more properties. And so we leave the VAs handle that today. And I got to tell you, Elsa's people do a great job.
Can I say something?
Yes.
This is Rick.
Go ahead, Rick.
How are you? Yes, sir. How are you?
Doing good.
Actually, I would like to tell these people that were talking about refund. Once you get into the program, you will not even think about it. The support they have is like excellent, outclass. So, and the knowledge and the training, everything is awesome. So it's a good deal. Go for it.
Thanks, Rick. Yeah, Rick's been with us.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Rick's been doing a really good job.
Cool.
Okay. We have anything else, guys? Do I need to form LLC first to make money, or my state charges an arm and a leg to set up and keep?
No, you don't. And we'll show you how we do things. Now, it took me probably 3 years, I think, before I set up my first entity. And, main thing is start making some money first. We'll show you how to do that. We'll show you how to limit your liability as far as not having that entity to protect you, and make some money. And then once you have money coming in, then you can form your entity and start using it in conjunction with the systems that we show you to use.
Anything else, guys? Well, I hope that answers everybody's questions. Do I have to put these in a land trust first?
You don't have to, but we recommend using a trust as the name of the buyer. The land trust paperwork is in the system. And the thing is, you don't have to file a land trust anywhere. You're just naming the land trust. Now, you will fill out the trust paperwork and put it in your file, but it's only there if the closing agent needs to see it. And we can get into that in depth, inside the system.
And all that's in the manual too, right?
No, definitely. Yep.
Okay. Anything else you guys got? Going once, going twice?
Well, I just want to remind everybody, this special $19.97 for the lifetime membership, an additional $500 for the 4-day event. We're going to expire that at midnight. So if you're thinking about getting in, I would get in because you don't want to miss that pricing.
Oh, is that midnight Eastern time?
Eastern, yes.
Okay. Make sure everybody knows that.
Mm-hmm.
So 9 o'clock Pacific.
That's correct.
Okay. Anything else, guys? Well,
That's
I
the-
appreciate everybody coming on here tonight. This was really good. And I will send out the replay as well in case you missed anything.
Okay.
John, you have anything else?
No, I mean, just remember, just go to thecatsteam.com. That's TheCatSteam.com. And you can order there either the membership or the membership with the workshop. We look forward to you guys coming on as members. And we look forward to the next live event in April. And we hope to see all of you there. And we hope to see you all at the top. Thanks, everybody, for coming on.
Thank you, John. Thanks, everybody. Have a great evening.
Thanks, Elsa.